Hi, today I'm going to be talking about the differences between these three machines here with the Roborock Q7 M5 Plus, the Roborock Saros 10R, and then the Mova P10 Pro. So starting with the biggest difference with this one, it's going to be the smallest as well as the most minimal compared to these two here. So this one's just going to be regular little robot vacuum. You know, it's still going to have a little like mopping feature here for like your hardwood floors or your kitchen, but it's not going to have the water tanks in there. It's going to actually have them inside the machine. So just popping this little thing open here is how you're going to get the water in there, and has a little filter here as well. So just this little mopping piece here. These ones have their mopping pieces as moving parts. It's going to be either spinning or it's going to have an arm. This one's just going to, as it moves around, it's going to mop up the floor. And you can just slide it back into place like that. And since it's one of the more minimal ones, the little spinning piece here is not going to have an arm, but it's still going to get a great clean. And for similarities, this one and this one, they both have LiDAR, so they're not going to be bumping into furniture as much. While this one doesn't have LiDAR, it's still great because since it's lower to the ground, it's one of the most low to the ground robot vacuums there are. It's going to be able to get underneath a lot more furniture and get a lot more spaces clean because of that. So it's just preference, really. And this one's just going to have the dustbin here that you just need to empty every so often. And then, so for these two, they're both going to have their water tanks here in the front. However, so these ones are not going to be replaced or refilled nearly as often, need to be dumped nearly as often. You really need to only be replacing the water in here maybe like once a month. So that's a lot less maintenance you have to do. Of course, with that, it just means that this is going to be a lot bigger. Of course, it's going to take up more space, but it's going to be a lot more. You leave it alone and you just let it do its thing. And then for this one, it is going to have cameras on it, which this one also has a camera on, but this one's cameras are front and back, which is really cool. Hardly any robot vacuums have front to back cameras. Just the Roborock Saros 10R has that, which is a really interesting and unique feature. And these ones are both going to have cleaning inside the dock. So when it docks, it's going to be able to spin the brushes and then it's going to clean them off a little bit, so it's less frequent for you to have to clean them yourself. While with the Mova cleaning or dock cleaning, it has more features within it, so it's going to be able to clean more than just the mopping discs themselves. It's going to be able to clean that little brush in the middle as well as this little piece right here. And so this one's also going to pop out in the front for your dust bag and your filter. Just like this one pops out in the front for your filter and dust bag. And yeah, this one has arms for these pieces, while this one here does not spin. It does not have any arms for this piece here, but it still does a great job of mopping. And this one here does have an arm for the mopping discs. They're also magnetic, just like this one is here. And it also is going to have an arm for this little piece right here. This one is the only one out of the three that's going to have a split fan design, and that is great for dealing with hair that can get tangled and, you know, stuck. So it's going to push the hair into the middle and then suction it up, so you don't have to worry about trying to like get in there and rip out the hair every so often. So it's pretty cool for that feature. Definitely something that I would need. And yeah, they are all great options. This one's definitely going to be the more budget friendly out of the three, the smallest, the most discreet, the most minimal. So it's great if you don't have to deal with a whole lot of mess. Just something that's a nice fun little thing to have around the house to make it so you have less work to do. Well, these two are going to get a lot more done with their mopping features and cleaning features, which makes them really useful tools to have around. But of course, they are going to take up a little bit more space because of that, especially the Mova is going to be the biggest out of the three. But it all comes down to preference and personal concerns and uses. But I think these three are all great robot vacuums.